Hey guys, Colin here, and wanted to show you the importance or the power of what's known as the M and the W patterns, right? Which are also double tops and double bottoms. And I can show you guys how I trade these things all the time. So one of the first examples, let me put this one back in here. This is it's literally like what it sounds like, right? It looks like an M or it looks like a W. Okay, so I'm looking right here. This is XRP right now. And let's take a look at this shape right here. So we see, okay, let me delete these ones over here. So I'm looking at this particular shape right now. And as you can see, this looks like an M. Okay, you see here's one arch and here's another arch in terms of a bigger picture, right? This big one. Now, what we're looking for when we see an M pattern, what we're looking for is we obviously establish a neckline, right? So there's a place where you start, you go up, you come back down to the same level, which is right here, and then you go up another time and you come back down again. Now, when you break down, that this establishes the neckline, right? So we draw what's called the neckline. It's this point where these 3 points intersect. So you draw that first. And then after you draw that, you establish the neckline. So next, now you want to take a measured move. So let me show you what a measured move is. And see, I'm doing this video in real time. As you can see, I took out a leverage trade here worth 30,000 XRP on this account. And, so far, this is just starting to play out. So I'm actually doing the video as, and this is real time. I'm doing the video as I'm in this trade, right? So here we go. We have this M. Now I want to take a measured move. In other words, where do we expect this move to go? So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to draw my line and I'm going to go from the top, just call it the top of where this M is of one of the arches down to the neckline. Okay. Drawing that down to the neckline. And now I'm going to take that, I'm going to pull it down and I move that to the neckline, and this gives me the expected measured move. In other words, when this breakdown from this double top pattern or this M pattern, the measured move is, now that we've broken past the neckline, we expect, the likelihood is very high that we're going to go down this much, which is the length of the neckline to the top of the arch. Okay, which in this point, this is a move from 98,650, and look at the confirmation. So you got to wait until you break down first, and then you got to come back up and confirm the resistance. This used to be support because it bounced us up. But now that we've bounced up a few times, we broke beneath it and we came back up, and look what happened. We got rejected. That is the confirmation you wait for on this move. So now that we got this confirmation that this is even more so now looking like, yes, this M pattern is going to play out. Now we look for the measured move. So the measured move takes us down to 95.76. Okay, that is the measured move. So what I do here, I can double click and I can say, what is my take profit going to be? And I'll put right here, normally whatever the measured move is, I'll go a little bit higher. So let's say 96.1, right? So I'll type in right here 961, and it'll tell me that will give me a profit of 0.0175, which at this point is about maybe $600 or $700 in that trade. Okay, so I'll say okay, I confirm. Now, and I'm on the 5-minute time frame, right? So I literally got into this trade, okay, and see, look, here we go, guys, starting to play out, right? I just got into this trade a few moments ago. This was on this candle, right? So you're talking about 5, 10. This is going on, just a little over 10 minutes I've been in this trade. So by the time this thing plays out, more than likely it would have been maybe 20 to 25 minutes in this trade. So you talk about 20 to 25 minutes. I'll possibly make between $600 or $700 on this. So when you're going on the small time frames, right? These are quick moves. This is not something that you're looking at being in for a couple of days or anything like that. Okay, so my stop loss here for this measured move would definitely be above this level up here. Okay, now this is important because on the leverage trading now, it's not uncommon for these broker algorithms to do what's called stop loss hunting, because a lot of people that are also looking at this are probably setting their stop loss right above here. So it would not be uncommon to see this move up to try to knock out some stop losses, even though it shouldn't really go above this level. It wouldn't be uncommon to see it to do that, right? So it might do that, and even so, in that case, I'd probably put my stop loss a little bit higher, right? It's a leverage trade, so you're taking a risk. You have to put in your stop losses. If it goes past this point, then that's it. I'm done. I'm out of the trade. So that would be what I'm looking for in terms of that. If that doesn't play out, then we know it was a fake out. But this is how this leverage trade turns out, and so we're going to go ahead and see how we end up here. It is coming up again to test this level. I mean, right? We're watching this in real time. It's coming up again to test this level. So I'm probably going to pause the video and then we'll see how this trade ends up actually turning out. But this is what's known as a double top, or the M pattern. You wait for it to break the neckline. It's got to come back up and confirm as resistance. It's a very, very good sign if we can continue to get resistance here 2 or 3 times, which we have. We closed below, came back up, got rejected, coming back up again, and that rejection is looking pretty good. And once we confirm this rejection, then we're going to go ahead and head down. Okay, so that's what we're looking at for these M patterns, guys. And you can see, right, it's happening in real time. It's happening in real time. Look at how, again, it came back up to this neckline and again is getting rejected. That is what we want to see for the continuation of this pattern. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video because I'm not sure how many more candles we have here. So obviously I don't want to keep you stuck here for like 15 or 20 minutes looking at this, even though you may find it very interesting. Okay, guys, so here I am. I'm back about 10 minutes later, and look at how this played out, right? So you can see, regardless of whatever happens from here, this pattern has pretty much played out according to plan. So I explained exactly why I was getting into the trade. We had to deal with a few candles, coming up and trying to retest. But as you can see, this is how this M pattern, or the double top pattern, plays out. You wait for the neckline, wait for it to break, let it come up and confirm that the tendency has flipped from support to now resistance, and then we will make the move further down. So as you can see, just in maybe 20 minutes or so, 20 to 25 minutes, we have this pattern play out, guys. And as you can see, I'm up 0.01 BTC. So that's not bad for about 20 minutes, right? That is basically about $450, about $500 right here on this trade in a matter of about 20, 25 minutes, right? So that's how I trade on these really, small time frames. And I hope that you enjoyed it. This pattern, guys, this pattern works on any chart. This pattern works on crypto. This pattern works on forex. It works no matter where you go. So look for these double tops and look for these double bottoms. They are everywhere, and they will always be presenting you with a great opportunity to um, make some quick pips, right? All right, guys, take care, and until next time.